Well, hello YouTube, Steve Patton with General Patton Bushcraft back with you, friends. And today I got a DIY project in the backyard. We're gonna make a Tonteldoos. Yes, Tonteldoos, or another name for a tinderbox. Stay tuned. All right, friends, copper is super expensive today, so this DIY project might not be practical, but it is super fun. Of course, we've got lighters today that make starting fire extremely easy, but we like to make it difficult, and we like to have different options of starting fire, especially the old ways of the 1700s. But what I got is a 3/4 inch copper pipe, some 3/4 inch copper caps, and I got some these are some couplings, copper couplings, that I'm going to try to solder on the tops of these caps here. You don't have to do that. I'm going to make one set with these couplings soldered on the caps like that, and then I'm going to make another one, another Tonteldoos or tinderbox, where I just drill a hole in these caps for the paracord. Now the idea is we want to attach our striker. We're going to use flint and our firesteel striker to ignite the cotton that we're going to stuff in this tube. I got some cotton balls here. It says 100% cotton, so that's good. We're going to stuff this tube with these cotton balls after we make the Tonteldoos. All right, let's go to step one. I've already cut this with the pipe cutter to 3 inches. Next, I want to solder these couplings on these caps. Let's go to step two. I'm going to gently secure this cap right in this vise. I don't want to bend it too much. Now let's put some lead-free flux on the top. Okay. Let's stick our coupling on there like so, and then let's cut 2 pieces of solder. Let's see if this will work. We'll stick this solder right on each side. Try that. We'll let that cool. Alright, let's do the second one. Same way. Let's first cut our solder to length. Looks pretty good. Alright, let's put some flux. Okay. Let's put our coupling. And our solder. Each side. Sandwich it in there like so. Here we go. Let's heat up. Gotta start from the bottom, come up, heat up this copper. You don't want to hit your solder directly. Oh, that solder ran on me a little bit. Put another piece on there, or let that cool. That might have worked good. Let's see. Yeah, I think it looks okay. Let's see it drip. Let's let that cool and see how strong it is. All right, friends, here's our two copper caps with our couplings soldered on the top. Nice and solid. That's not going anywhere. I like this idea. This one's still a little warm. I got a dribble coming down the side there, but that's okay. I think it looks pretty cool. Alright, those are done. Let's go on to the next step. Okay, friends, we got our 3-inch piece of 3/4 inch copper tubing. Let's put this cap on one end here, and then let's stuff this with cotton. I'm just going to take these cotton balls and I'm just going to keep stuffing. We want this as tight as we can pack it. You can use some jute twine, and I think back in the day they also used flax. Remember, when you cut this, make sure you deburr this. You don't want to pull a bloody finger back out. I'm gonna keep stuffing this in here. Maybe one more. Let's see. Alright, that's stuffed pretty good. Let's see if our other cap fits. Might sand this edge down a little bit. My cap is a little tight, but that's good though. It doesn't matter how you solder these up, because of course you can turn these. The reason why we soldered these couplings on the caps is so that we can put piece of paracord around there. Like so. We'll just go ahead and go through here. Tonteldoos with the striker. Got it tied on like that, so it's always with the tinderbox. South African Tonteldoos. Next thing we got to do is char the tinder that's inside. Let's do that now. Alright, let's just pull one of the caps off. And we'll take this cap off. I just want to push this up a little bit. Like so. It's like a tube of chapstick. And we'll take our lighter. Go ahead and char this end. See how that's glowing like a big old cigar when I blow on it. That's what we want. We'll go ahead and cap that off, cut the oxygen off, and let that go out. Okay, here it is with the Ranger band on there. Holds it all together really nice. All this is a cut piece of bicycle inner tube. You can make your own Ranger bands. I got a DIY video on that. There you have it. There is the Tonteldoos, or the South African tinderbox. Let's see if we can't light it. Alright friends, that's the DIY class, General Patent Bushcraft, DIY Tonteldoos, or the tinderbox. South African tinderbox, Tonteldoos. There's a town in South Africa called Tonteldoos, and it's named after a general who lost his tinderbox or his Tonteldoos in the war. South African, pretty slick. Not as good as the Bic lighter, but it's another way to start fire. It's another way to carry fire. I'm gonna go ahead and fasten this striker plate, this striker steel, to the Tonteldoos with the Ranger band, and it is secure. Alright, I want to thank you for stopping by the channel, watching me build this DIY Tonteldoos. I hope you make your own. Leave me a comment, let me know how it goes. I appreciate everything you do for the channel, all your likes, all your views, all your shares, most importantly, all your comments. Leave me a comment. Before you leave, please consider subscribing. Bang that bell icon in the drop-down menu. Do select all, friends. Alright. Please, please don't depart from the faith. And if you haven't already, give your life to Christ. Friends, do it today. Don't wait. And, as always, God is good. God is great. I see y'all on the next video. Already got a date.